Hello, people of YouTube. It is I, once again, Malik Aaron here. And today I'm going to be reviewing, well, I hinted at it in my Deadpool review, Watchmen, right here. So, this was made by Zack Snyder, and before any of you say anything about Zack Snyder, this was long before he went to DCU. He was new at the time. This was made immediately after he did 300. So he was still in somewhat good graces with the internet fanboy community, and then all of that changed when he did Man of Steel, then Batman v Superman, and now he's going to be doing Justice League, which honestly I'm not excited for. I'll get more into that once I eventually get to my Batman v Superman review. But Watchmen here, it's based off the graphic novel right here, written by Alan Moore. This is considered to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, graphic novels to ever be written. So, this movie has some pretty big shoes to fill, and in my opinion, I think it fits pretty well. So in the beginning of the movie, you have the comedian played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, aka Negan from The Walking Dead. He's in his apartment, and then some mysterious guy, I'm not going to spoil who it is, breaks in, just destroys him, just brutalizes him, and then throws him out a window, and then he falls right to his death. That sequence was one of the best action fight scenes I've ever seen. I mean, camera work was just so smooth, there's no shaky cam. You know how in today, there tends to be a lot of shaky cam, kind of like this. Yeah, I mean, I hate shaky cam. I mean, I just hate it. It gets especially bad, in a movie called Alex Cross, which I'm not going to review ever. So yeah, in that movie, you had Tyler Perry and the main baddie, Matthew Fox. They were fighting. The camera work, the shaky cam was so bad, you could not see a single thing. It was just horrible. And Hunger Games, as much as I like that movie, it's also guilty of the same thing. Thankfully, the later Hunger Games movies fixed that issue, but this one was no. So I'm glad. I mean, all the fight scenes in this movie visuals are absolutely phenomenal. This came out in 2009, the same year as Avatar, and Avatar, while the effects were incredible and still kind of are, I think Avatar is just kind of, I don't know, I guess it just really does not age well when you consider all the sci-fi space movies that have come out in the last few years. But Gravity, Interstellar, Force Awakens, all of them, I mean, it's kind of hard to recapture that magic. This, I think, holds up extremely well. It's one of the best-looking comic book movies of all time, personally. So the main story, the year's 1985, and someone's killing, superheroes. Superheroes, they at one point worked with the government, but then controversy. The Incredibles did the same thing, but this is a far more realistic. And so you have our 6 main characters. Well, 5 of them are here. The other one isn't. So you have Rorschach, the main dude right here. He's the best, personally my favorite character in the movie, even though he is a complete psychopath. He's also really no one in this movie is particularly likable in a way, but he's like the closest person that you can root for. Also, he has the most epic scene in the movie, like when he goes to prison and this guy's just getting on him and he just kind of snaps and just fights him off, and then he literally takes a greaser, like one of those like fried greasers. He just spills all that on a dude's face. I mean, that's just brutality right there. So he's personally my favorite character of the group. Now for the others, now we have the comedian who I mentioned. He's also really good. Even though he died in the beginning, they still show him in flashbacks throughout the movie, and he just tells it like it is. Like he's lived out of all the superheroes here. He's currently he lived the longest of all of them. So he kind of knew about the whole plan, like everything that was gonna happen. So like the main bad guy, I'm not gonna spoil, had to kill him. So yeah, I mean, he's really good. Dr. Manhattan, this blue guy right here. Now, there's been a lot of talk, a bit of controversy over his character, mainly because, like, in the movie, I'm just gonna tell you this just up front. He walks around in the nude. He just lets it all hang out, basically. Like, compared to the comic book, I mean, the comic book did this did it like only a few times. This does it like most of the movie, and that made people extremely uncomfortable. And I can understand that. I mean, no one likes to see like a bunch of like full frontal stuff in a movie. I mean, in context, I kind of understand why they would go this route. I mean, he is like a godlike character. I mean, he can make your head explode with his thoughts. So yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with someone like that. So yeah, that's that. And the other character, he's not on here. Ozymandias. I know it's a weird name. He was one of the original Watchmen, but then he left. I'm not going to spoil the plot, like, if you haven't read their graphic novel right here, or seen the movie. I mean, you look at him, you're thinking, there's no way this guy is, like, tough. No possible way. And then, like, I think the scene may have been in, maybe the extended version, which I don't have. This is just a normal version. And this normal version is like 162 minutes. I mean, that's just it's a bit insane. But I think it's the extended edition. Someone tries to assassinate him, and then he blocks it, and then just beats the dude up, and I'm just like, oh, this guy's the real deal then. So yeah. And the other two characters, Night Owl, right here. He sort of looks like Batman. And Silk Spectre right here. Now, Night Owl, he's alright. I mean, he doesn't really have any, like, cool scenes. I mean, scratch that. He does have some cool scenes. Like, there's a prison riot scene where him and Silk Spectre were fighting all these prison inmates. And it looked really good. No shaky cam. Just straight, full view. And then, a scene where they kind of, like, in the middle of a fight, beating up all these criminals, like, in an alleyway. That also looked really good. So, yeah, Silk Spectre, like, no offense to the actress who, Malin Arkerman, no offense to her, but she is quite possibly the worst actor in this movie, which isn't really saying much. I mean, she's tolerable, but she's still not very good compared to everybody else. And also, this movie does like the whole slow down like slow motion, fast motion thing like 300 did, which isn't a problem for me. I mean, most of Zack Snyder's movies do that. It's kind of become like a running gag, kind of like J.J. Abrams and his lens flares. So, yeah, I say this movie has the potential to be a classic, but unfortunately, Zack Snyder's reputation right now is kind of down the tubes. And it could either get better or worse by the time Justice League comes out later this year. So, I still think, like, on its own, it's sort of like a modern day comic book masterpiece, and one that really doesn't get that much attention. I mean, it does get attention, but not as much as certain ones like 300 or well, it's like 300, Spider-Man, X-Men, Dark Knight. It's not, it hasn't really gotten that much mainstream cred, which is kind of a shame. I would give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. This is definitely not for everyone. If you see the cover, you're thinking, oh, this has superheroes. This is just going to be a fun old time, like a good old Marvel movie. No. Please don't. Just like Deadpool. Like, Deadpool at least was jokey, comedic. This is just straight up, almost sort of depressing when you think about it. I mean, the whole graphic novel was about the deconstruction of the superhero genre, and this movie follows the novel quite well, except a couple of key moments, especially the ending. But still, I would recommend it to those who are fans of both just the source material alone, and who want to see like a good old like dark graphic comic book movie. So yeah, now I'm going to bring over to Triple H and Stephanie and Batista. Stephanie's still not talking because you know how she hates those R-rated movies. So I'm just going to go to them and see what their thoughts are. So guys, what you think of Batista? Don't say you hated it just because you're a part of Marvel. Give your full honest opinion. Well, to be completely honest, I actually really like it. Even though it's not as kiddie and family friendly as I am with my Marvel movies, even though they're not even that family friendly to begin with. I still really like this movie. As you said, it's not for everyone, definitely not. But if you're a fan of the source material, you should really watch it. Yes! This is the type of comic book movie I love. It's dark, gritty, has great action, great effects, just all about brutality. I love these type of movies, and they should make more of them. Oh yeah, when are you gonna review Logan? I've heard that's really good. Well, first of all, Triple H, it's not on DVD yet, but once I get it, I will review it. Good. Because I would also, even though I do like these comedic R-rated movies, I really like the dark, gritty ones. Yeah, I know. So do you like Watchmen? Like, what would you give it out of 10? A 9 out of 10. It deserves more attention. And Stephanie, I'm pretty sure we all know your opinion, which is none. And I still refuse to review this. It's R-rated. I want something kiddie. You know what, Steph? I got some great news. The next review will be a kids movie. Yes! Finally! Back to the kiddie movies! And this one is Shrek. Okay, that's good. Wait, let's talk about the kiddie. I mean, it is kiddie. It's PG, but it does have some stuff in it that's... It's more or less a movie made for both kids and adults, but it leans slightly more to adults than kids. And also, I don't want to tell you about what has happened in recent memory to Shrek. No, tell me! You know, I'll just, you know what? I'll just tell you, like, when I get to review. So, you three want to say the final words? Alright, like this video. Leave some type of comment. and subscribe for more great videos like this and more kitty movies.
Yep, that's it. And we